party hats.
Boom, boom. The whole go bang bang here. Let us begin.
I want you to keep an eye out for the Boogity Man.
VHS Bandits. VHS Bandits.
Welcome to Coxwell
Don't
Academy.
need no DVDs, don't need no Betamax. These are the VHS Bandits.
Hey everybody and welcome to a very Merry Christmas edition of VHS Bandits. Today we're watching Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas Special. Let's pop the tape.
It's Christmas in the Playhouse, and the hearts are all aglow as we welcome you to the Playhouse and to Pee-wee's Christmas Special. Oh, the holidays are here again. He's on earth, goodwill and cheer, as we wish you season's greetings at this special time of year. Christmas!
Hello, everybody. My name's Pee-wee. What's yours? Welcome to my special Christmas special, starring me, Pee-wee Arden, and Terry, Monkey, Globy, Lori, Cool Cat, Chicky Baby, and Dirty Dog, Cherry, the Flowers, the Fish, Slucky, Mr. Kite, and Ed, Kenny, Randy, Countess, Magic Screen, say hello to Mr. Window, the Ants, the Dinosaur Family, Billy Baloney, and the food in the refrigerator. Also starring Cowboy Curtis, Miss Yvonne, Ricardo, Mrs. Renee, the King of Cartoons, Reba the Mail Lady, and Jambi, and my special guest stars, Frankie Avalon, Charo, the Del Rubio triplets, Annette Funicello, Whoopi Goldberg, Magic Johnson, Grace Jones, Katie Lang, Little Richard, Joan Rivers, Dinah Shore, Oprah Winfrey, and Princess Zsa Zsa. Oh, it's Christmas in the Playhouse, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas,
What's up, trivia lovers? It's your pal Ryan Buds, host of the Trivia with Buds podcast, a pop culture question and answer show that comes out every single day. There's over 650 episodes to check out on just about every topic you can imagine, with recent episodes on NBC sitcoms, The Breakfast Club, Disney Plus, Stephen King books, and Nickelodeon, just to name a few. Find Trivia with Buds on your favorite podcast app and hit subscribe to never miss an episode. P.S. It's great for road trips. Cheers.
And now, our feature presentation.
Hey everybody and welcome back to this very Merry special Christmas special spectacular episode of VHS Bandits. This is Dane Train. With me as always is my co-host
Topher Hansen.
And we got two very special guests with us today. Not only is T-Man here in person for the holidays.
That's right.
But who else is here?
Who else is here? Who are you people?
Hi, it's Kamara all the way from San Diego. And it's much warmer there.
You remember Kamara from
Hello.
what other episodes were you on?
I downloaded a ghost.
Yeah.
That's right. You only do Halloween specials.
Oh, no, and the Guyver.
And the Guyver.
Yeah.
The Guyver.
Our Patreon.
That's right.
So thank you, our Patreons. And sorry, San Diego is not the furthest away that someone has come. He is all the way in from Djibouti. I'm talking about Tom the Bomb.
Tom the Bomb.
How's it going, guys?
You guys may remember Tom the Bomb from our Leprechaun 4 in Space episode.
Yep, I was on that one.
That was right before you deployed.
It was
Yeah.
right before
Wow,
I
right
deployed.
before and right after.
So for those of you listening at home, I just got back from Africa. I went with the Massachusetts National Guard to Djibouti. Had some like peacekeeping missions out there, and now I'm back celebrating Christmas, watching Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas special.
And we all just had some Papaginos.
Yes.
Papaginzos. So this is your first time having Papaginzo since you've been deployed.
Yes, this is my first time having the classic
American New England
pop.
official pizza of the New England Patriots.
What's the official pizza of Djibouti?
There actually is a pizza house out in town.
Really?
Yes. That we got to go to once.
Wow.
Before we got banned.
You got banned? What happened? This sounds like a good story, or perhaps a bad story.
I mean, it's basically every army story. They serve alcohol and there was fighting, and that was basically the story. I mean, I can flesh it out from there, but I mean that's
we get the gist.
Yeah,
what is it? What is Djibouti pizza like?
Yeah.
Is it good?
At that place, because that was before that one of the few approved places that we could go to, because there's like a couple restaurants out in town, but not many people are rich enough to like afford to eat at restaurants.
But you're American.
Yes. But like there's actually some tourism in Djibouti because they have like very beautiful like coral reefs that people dive.
Oh wow.
So people come from like the UK.
And you shot them up.
We
that was
did
your
not.
mission. Shoot up the coral reefs.
We
With
did
extreme
not shoot up the
prejudice.
coral reefs.
That's not what keeping the peace means. Keeping the peace doesn't mean
He had to keep the coral piece.
coral reefs. Oh,
coral piece.
I had that all wrong.
No, it is not. Although the Army is not the most environmentally friendly institution on the planet, I can say that with the now I've got to register on like the open burn pit registry in case I ever get lung disease.
Oh my God, you're gonna be on those commercials in the middle of the day. Have you ever burned a pit at the Djibouti Pizza Hut?
Dude, next time you're on the show, you're gonna sound like
Oh my God, I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not. I mean, I was never super close to them, but they
what were they burning?
The trash from the entire
Styrofoam
bit,
and
like
stuff
like
you shouldn't be
literally like
breathing.
everything,
Asbestos?
like
Oh my gosh.
trash, like
Jet fuel.
Are these government secrets that you shouldn't be disclosing to us?
I mean, is
Because the government, I know for a fact, the government listens to the VHS Bandits.
That's true.
And that's how they installed the antennas in my teeth.
I mean, that's how they got me. I mean, what?
You're
what else
working
are you
for
gonna
them.
say?
You're one of them.
I'd love to hear more about what they burned.
Let's get back to this pizza.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I want to get
Sorry.
pizza too.
Yeah.
The pizza was pretty good. It was pretty, like, I mean, it was like an average pizza that you would get like at like a chain,
Like Shrewsbury House of Pizza.
So like a Domino's?
like a Domino's, Papa
Oh.
John's style,
Okay.
like
That's not bad.
like pizza. It wasn't like anything.
How about like toppings? Are the toppings different out there?
Yeah, do they have any African-only toppings?
Is there like giraffe and lion?
Oh my God.
on there, and antelope.
no, like
Do they also grill the pizza in the burn pits?
no, that would be
That's
bad.
different. All right.
But yeah, it's like actually like a Italian style like brick oven pizzeria because they have like Djibouti has always had like a very large international presence because it's an important port city. There's like the key to like the Middle East, which is what part of the reason why we're there. It's a big strategic port into the Middle East. So they have like it actually has only been a country since the 70s. It used to be a French colony.
Oh wow.
So they have.
I thought you were going to say it used to be a Friendlies. Because all the Friendlies
I would have believed that too.
Yeah. It used to be a Friendlies. Now it's a bank.
That was a secret.
You can still tell by the roof.
Oh yeah, did you order some chili? And then the waitress comes up and gives you the bill, and you're like, no, this is too expensive. I ordered the little chili bowl.
That was
but you gave me the
advertised.
big chili bowl, and the manager had to come over and be like, all right, I'm gonna give this to you just this one time.
Secret Friendlies
Well,
up
I
in Worcester.
specifically
Tom the bomb
pointed.
rocked the boat.
He rocks the boat. That's why he protects our country.
Because
he's willing to rock the boat.
I specifically pointed at the menu bargain deal
That's
that was
right.
for the cup of chili, not the bowl of chili.
You stand your ground.
Yes.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
She tried to pull one over on you.
Yeah, she did.
You can't friendly's a friend.
Oh, I was so upset that night. So upset because these two wanted to rock the boat, and I'm like, I'll pay for the damn chili. I don't, because like they're like spitting your stuff. You know what I mean?
He already ate
We
it.
already
If they
ate
ate
it.
they spit in it.
Dane's like, I have to go back there.
Well, I mean, we did get him going back there, didn't we?
Yeah.
And you guys rocked the boat again.
Well, you're still alive, so whatever they did didn't hurt you.
Yeah,
They're like, that's the $1 chili special guy. Let's spit in his ice cream. His mustard mash.
Well, you see, okay, when the two of you were back here, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I understand that things didn't go so well
You got
after
the
we
loose
left.
fribbles.
Yeah, the loose fribbles, right? So, maybe the same people got transferred to that friendly.
Oh, the secret
And they
friendlies.
saw us and they're like,
10 years later.
those
went to,
fucking guys.
no.
Right? Yeah.
They were with the guy. He's probably
right.
now in Africa protecting our country.
That's right. Yeah. So,
Anyway.
anywho, all right. So, Tom, you're back from Africa. You're back for the holidays. We're so glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here.
It's good
All right,
to
well,
see you.
Next time we'll have to do, Ernest Goes to Africa. I can comment now
Yeah,
on the
man. How realistic
on the
it is.
realism.
Or
yeah,
Ernest in the Army.
Yeah,
Or
Ernest in the Army, yeah.
I've actually been told, and like,
It's exactly like that. That was a documentary, right?
No, we watched. What's the Pauly Shore Army one?
In the Army Now.
In the Army Now. Yeah, like I was told by my squad
basically
leader that is the most realistic one in terms of.
Even more than like Saving Private Ryan.
In terms of how actual soldiers act, like when they're actually hanging around versus like the valor ones, like it's like okay, that can be realistic in that situation, but that happens to like very few soldiers.
Like a Black Hawk Down.
like that. I mean, that's not my experience. Like,
Right.
like even people who go to like Iraq or Afghanistan these days, there's not as much shooting going on. It's more just sitting around and being bored and at a guard tower, and that's what some people did in Africa, and that must have been terrible. We had a more interesting, diverse mission set.
That's good.
Yeah.
Plus, it was like 140 degrees every day, wasn't it?
Damn.
It got up over 120 during the summer, during the days, and then you're in full kit. So you got the body armor, you got the helmet. Gets pretty hot, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like a
I
1980s
sweat just
sweatsuit.
like lifting a Dorito to my fat chops.
So speaking of all of our fat chops, so we just had some.
We also watched a movie. I
So
swear.
we had Papa
We'll
Ginzo's,
get to that.
and I brought
Gifts.
I brought gifts for all of us. The limited edition holiday special cinnamon Coca-Cola. I got one for all of us to try out.
We
'cause-
had gifts last time too. What was it?
we
The
had
special mystery.
mystery voodoo Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't do voodoo.
I don't do
Mountain Dew.
voodoo Mountain Dew. And so what did you guys think of the cinnamon Coca-Cola?
It's great.
I liked it a lot.
Very festive.
I feel like the cinnamon taste. I wasn't unsure about it, but the cinnamon does complement the Coke flavor very well.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of it, but I will say
Oh, boy.
that there's like when the
Rocking the
holidays
boat,
come
Dane.
out. I am.
Dane's getting
Dane's like, I'm
uncomfortable.
gonna spit in your drink. But it totally tastes like cinnamon, and a lot of stuff doesn't taste like what it says it is. But if you love cinnamon, like Dane apparently loves cinnamon, this is the drink for you because it is like chock full of cinnamon.
It's like Fireball. I feel like I'm drinking Fireballs.
It's like
Yeah,
Fireball.
That's why I love
But
it.
you're not
I
going
always
to wake
got
up
fireballs
sad.
as a kid, and then I ate them. I was like, oh, why do I get these? They're always bad.
I love that stuff. I'm the guy that like if you open the drawer at the desk in my office, I have a shitload of Big Red and like dentine cinnamon.
This is like drinking Big Red.
yeah,
for
exactly.
sure.
Yeah,
But
Big
not
Red gum,
the big
yeah.
red soda, which is also a thing.
Oh, dude, I never had it.
Oh yeah, I've had. Big
I've had
Red.
it in Texas.
Well,
With
had
yeah,
Big
I know
John.
John, our guy John.
I don't
Johnson
know
was,
yeah.
what it's supposed to taste like.
I forget. Maybe it is cinnamon. I don't fucking know.
I gotta
I thought it
ask
was
him to, like,
bubble
send
gum. I
me
think it tastes
some.
like bubble
Yeah,
gum.
Oh.
it doesn't taste like cinnamon. I know that.
Oh, yeah.
Like regular bubble gum, not big red bubble gum. I don't fucking know. We're going to get emails from our Texas people. Call in to the VHS Bandits. What does big red soda taste like?
Email
Also,
us.
speaking of gifts, we got a gift.
Oh, Jesus
from
Christ!
Santa Claus himself.
We gotta talk about this.
Look
Oh,
at this.
All right,
Santa Claus.
So let's back up real quick. So about a week ago, we got an email from a guy named Rusty Tombone.
But this isn't from. This may or may. Rusty Tombone. we got a gift from Santa Claus.
Yeah, we got a mystery box over here at the TV station where we work at. Now, I got to talk about the envelope real quick.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So it's like this religious envelope that has Virgin Mary and the baby on there, and
The
it's
baby Jesus. That's very sweet.
So our names are spelled a little off. So instead of Kevbot, it's Kevbod.
Kev Bob.
Kev Bob. Or
Kev Bob.
I don't know if it's
I like Kev Bob. It does look like a D, but I like Kev Bob. I'm going to start calling Kev Bot. You are now Kev Bob.
Topher is Toffer, Toffer.
That's how they spell it at like Starbucks or literally anywhere.
Really?
That's true. I have seen it.
I mean, if you just said Topher, that's honestly how I would spell it.
Yeah. Well, that's what my dad was. He'd always say, Toffer. I don't like that name.
and then Dane is Danne. I've never seen it spelled like that. The VHS
Danny.
Boys. I like how we're called the VHS Boys instead of the VHS Bandits.
VHS Boys.
I guess we have to rename the show that. But anywho, all right. And then we
That's because this is our boy band.
Our boy?
Or the VHS Boys. It's Kev Bob.
I thought this is like in
Toffer
like
and
Bizarro
Danny.
world. That's our Bizarro names, I guess. I don't know. So we got a card here, right?
Here's the card. I'll read the card out loud. To the VHS Boys, my grandson Rusty. Should I do this in Santa voice? Who's got a good
Santa voice?
To the VHS Boys, my grandson Rusty said, "You love Dorf videos." So here are some I found at the thrift store. Also, he said, one of you wanted Back to the Beach, so here you go. Merry Christmas. Ho, 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 ho. Wishing you the happiness this holiday season and all the best in the new year.
That's today's secret word.
Santa. Thank you, Santa. And quite possibly Rusty Tombone.
So in the box, we ended up getting Dorf Goes Fishing.
Oh my gosh.
The deluxe edition includes the making of Dorf Goes Fishing.
Oh, what more could the VHS Boys ask for?
Tim Conway's comedy review. Nobody does it like Dorf. All new fun with special guest star Jonathan Winters.
You know, we swore off Dorf movies.
We sure as shit did.
If you haven't heard our episode on Dorf goes golfing or whatever the
Dorf on
fuck
golf.
it is.
Yeah.
Dorf on golf. Listen to it, please.
And lastly,
But I'm saying now, we might have to retire the VHS boy code of not watching Dorf movies and do Dorf goes fishing.
You know how this? Okay, so this is gonna be
America's favorite comedian reels in the laughs as he tackles a new sport.
So this is the last episode of 2019.
That's right.
So 2020 is about coming here.
It's
The
a-
new year, New Year's resolutions, right? Maybe
Good
our
luck
New Year's
fading that
resolution
down.
is gonna be a Dorf movie.
Oh my gosh, well, give Dorf a chance.
There you
Dorf
go.
a chance.
And then Kevbot has been on the hunt for a copy of Back to the Beach on tape for a very long time. So that is
Well,
awesome.
these Canadian VHSs work in our American.
Oh
yeah.
Who's on the back that was in the movie?
They're not region-locked
What a
VHSs on it.
coinky dink that this is a Frankie and Annette movie, and we just watched Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas special, which has Frankie and Annette.
Whoa.
Thank you so much for this. Seriously, it is.
planets
it's such a
aligned.
beautiful thing to get stuff from.
Yeah, it's so cool when fans send us stuff.
Thank you
That's
so
wicked
much.
cool.
Seriously.
If you guys,
and there's a nice little picture of Dorf. We'll post this card
Yeah,
on
yeah,
our
yeah.
Instagram. There's a nice little picture of Dorf himself inside the Christmas card. It is beautiful.
and I literally think that this was sent. I just based off the packaging, somebody actually sent this from Canada, and they spent $17.
you don't need to say
50
how much
cents, so-
money they spent shipping it.
Well,
Maybe
shipping
they don't want-
shipping from Canada is expensive.
It's an extra nicety, is what you're saying.
So anywho,
I hear you.
Thank you so much, Santa
Thanks, Santa.
Rusty Tombone or whoever may have sent this for sending this. This is
Thank you.
awesome. Thank you so
Secret
much.
Santa.
You're the best. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
All right, so let's get to Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas Special. So I bought this tape at Borders
Wow.
like
Really?
20-something years ago.
Now Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings, yeah.
Buffalo Wild
Yeah,
Wings.
place sucks. So all right, so let's go into the box. From the cover, it's like a snowy background, and you got Pee-wee and Santa, and Terry and Cool Cat are on top. And special guest stars Frankie Avalon, Charo, Del Rubio triplets, Annette Funicello, Whoopi Goldberg, Magic Johnson, Grace Jones, Katie Lang, Little Richard, Joan Rivers, Dinah Shore, Oprah Winfrey, Zsa Zsa Gabor.
I would have rather had Artie Lang.
Artie Lang?
Yeah.
Artie Lang?
Artie Lang.
Artie Lang.
The comedian. You know him from Dirty Work? The fat guy in Dirty Work.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So on the back,
Mr. Sweaty Guy.
You got a bunch of the you got a bunch of the celebrities on the back
who stayed at the Regency Hotel in Los Angeles.
Right.
Yeah, they did.
So the back says, it's the wildest holiday ever when some VIPs, very important persons, stop by to wish Pee-wee a VMC. Very Merry Christmas. Annette Funicello and Frankie Avalon are off the beach and on Pee-wee's floor making
From
Christmas
back to
cards.
the beach.
We're back to the beach.
They need to get back to the beach.
Where Pee-wee sings Bird's a Word. Magic Johnson joins Pee-wee for a wild sleigh ride in the magic screen. Cher shares her last secret word of the
they're giving
year.
the whole fucking thing. They're giving the whole movie away on this.
It's Dinah Shore sings the 12 days or so of Christmas. Joan Rivers, Zsa Zsa Gabor, Oprah Winfrey, and Whoopi Goldberg send their best Christmas wishes. Pee-wee shows Little Richard how to ice skate, and Charo, Katie Lang, and Del Rubio triplets and Grace Jones perform fun Yuletide carols. But Pee-wee's got a problem.
This reads more like a press kit.
Yeah, it really does.
Like a pitch.
Yeah.
A pitch book.
Pee-wee's got a problem larger than his mounting fruitcake collection when perhaps the MIP, most important person, Santa Claus, drops by to tell him.
Oh my God.
To tell him the whole fucking story.
The whole fucking movie. Don't even finish reading this because we got to talk. There's nothing left for us to talk about.
I gotta finish. Drops by to tell him that his Christmas wish list is just too long and no one else will get presents if he doesn't shorten it.
This is coverage.
Will he keep the gifts or will he help Santa deliver?
That's the only thing they don't tell you.
You'll have to watch to find out.
You have to fast forward to the literal
2 minutes of the movie.
that is the end of the movie.
That is Pee-wee's Play. All right, guys, thank you so much. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, don't get me
That's
started.
the movie. That's the movie.
Look at that.
So, made in 1988.
Yeah.
It's short. It's what? It's under an hour.
48 minutes. It says 48 minutes, but let it be known it's 44 minutes, okay?
According to the VCR,
According to the
44
VCR.
minutes.
Unless the VCR is faulty and,
I don't know.
Speeds
So,
up 44.
so in any case,
my God, Little Richard looks horrifying on the back of this.
what are you talking about?
I know he looks
love
scary,
him.
doesn't he?
He looks fine.
He's got something up his sleeve. You don't think so? It's just me.
Yeah.
He's
at
just a genie come to life.
He's just going, hey.
No, he's scary. He looks like he's got something to hide.
He's gonna
Magic
sing and give me
Johnson's
wishes.
just saying, hey.
Yeah.
But Little Richard's going, hey. He's got a prison smile on.
Just
You know?
a prison
A
smile.
prison smile.
That's well.
I like Little Richard. I'm just saying he's got a prison smile on this.
Yeah, okay. All right.
All right.
So,
Pee-wee.
You know,
That's my Little Richard impression.
Oh my God.
That could have
It's
also
not
been a
good.
Prince impression as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the only 80s guy not in this movie.
That's true.
You know,
Yeah.
I love this because it has like so many big people that were huge.
doing bullshit things.
Yeah.
They're there for like
2
5 seconds, right?
Yeah. I wonder what their day rate was for most of those
Yeah.
people.
Who knows?
But it
'Cause they
goes to
literally-
show
they
you
literally,
like
advertised
how
the hotel.
important Pee-wee was too.
Oh, because he
the
was
hotel.
huge.
Because like people were like, I'll just stop in. You know what? Just put me on for like 2 seconds. And Cher's like, I got to get dressed up and come down. Like he's got Oprah. Like
Yeah, even the people who got
crazy.
like phoned in real
Yeah.
quick, you know?
So crazy.
Because it reminds me a
From
lot
the Regency
of,
Hotel.
Yeah.
In downtown Los Angeles, California.
Obviously, I know T-Man and I have seen this. Have you guys ever seen Shelley Duvall's no, not Shelley
Stories?
Duvall.
Yeah, I was gonna say bedtime
I'm
stories.
sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Shelley Duvall's in it. It's called Mother Goose Rockin' Rhyme Land.
Oh, fuck
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
Chrissy Colangelo, you still have my copy.
That was recorded
I
off of
want it
Disney
back,
Channel.
please.
So I have it.
I have your Ninja Turtles VHS that I gave back to you.
Wait a minute.
Anyway.
Wait a minute. How do you have it if you give it back to her?
Oh, she was like, "Oh, we'll give it back this day." Blah blah blah.
Oh,
and
okay.
then she didn't bring hers. I
Rude.
brought Ninja Turtles.
Chrissy Tinelli. You got to
Rude.
find her on Facebook and be like, hey, I need that tape back.
Blow her up.
Actually, we do follow each other on Instagram. I'm
Well,
gonna
then,
have. She's
we'll
got a whole
fucking
family
DM her,
and kids.
dude.
She's showing her kids my VHS.
Yeah.
You know what? As
Wow.
long as her kids listen, Chrissy, if you listen to the VHS Bandits, which I know you don't, show your kids the fucking Mother Goose's Rockin' Rhyme.
So Mother Goose Rockin' Rhyme also had like every single big celebrity known to man in the late 80s, early 90s.
Have you seen it, Tom?
Yes.
Yeah, you must have.
Yeah.
We got to do an episode on that eventually.
Yeah, Chrissy, you can be the special guest.
It was even a joke in there that like Whoopi Goldberg called in, like they didn't have like a slot for her. It's
It's like they're squeezing people
it's like,
in.
It's like, well, maybe 2 years from now, 2 Christmases from now.
And so we were talking about this, T-Man, where for any of you guys who have seen our movie, The Bestest Christmas Ever.
Oh, yeah.
The correlation between these two movies.
If you like
Pee-wee's Playhouse
one or
Christmas Special.
the other, you've probably most likely seen this movie.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
if you like this movie, you get an extra 20 minutes with our movie, basically. Except we don't have famous people. We have our friends.
No, we do. We
They're
have Guy
famous to
Fieri.
us. We have Guy Fieri, yeah.
Celebrity chef Guy
chef
Fieri.
Guy Fieri, the 1976 Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, yep, that's right. Yep. I guess we can kind of get it.
We'll post
not
a link
even,
to it. We used we gave out VHSs a while ago.
well-
So maybe if you want a VHS, probably not going to happen for Christmas because we don't have the technology to print them off that fast.
We'll see if we can cook some up for next year or something.
And this episode it'll be too late by the time this airs.
Yeah.
But let us know if you want to see it. We'll
it's up
post
on
a link
YouTube.
to it. Yeah.
It's not even, there isn't much of a storyline to this. So we'll just kind of go through it real quick, I guess, if the box didn't already tell you every goddamn thing. So it starts off, it's like the claymation, like the intro to the show, but everything's all Christmasified. And it starts off with the song with, who are they, Tom? The Marines?
Yes, the Marines introduce it, and they are
Fact
like
check.
they're in their dress blues. I'm like honestly surprised they did like some of the stuff they were doing. They were all dancing around, being goofy and stuff. For Pee-wee's Playhouse.
That's not like them. That's not how the Marines
They're
act.
supposed to be really serious when they sing. Like,
Well, then when they were singing, they were very serious.
Well,
They're all standing in a
Marines
row.
like love to goof around and stuff too. But like
Yeah.
usually when they're in their dress blues, it's all like serious, all business and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know did they have to get that cleared by like the president?
See, that's like
Well, that's why
Ronald
that's
Reagan
why
have
they
to be like, okay.
This is what happened.
Well, he's an actor. He gets it.
That's why it's like weird to me because like I'm sure like when they go to like their military ball, they're all like goofing around and stuff too. But like this is like an official presentation of them in their dress blue, so that's why it was kind of like a little weird to me to see that. But
This is what happened. I get the storyline now. Pee-wee called the president and said, "Hey, I'm going to send you Grace Jones." And
That's true.
And
That is
that's
true.
when Ronald Reagan was like, "Hey, okay, Pee-wee, send over Grace Jones, and I'll send you some Marines to sing on your special."
I'm sure
and
they
that's
would
what
both
happened.
like that exchange.
I also like that one Grace Jones equaled 30 Marines.
Yes,
Like that
yeah.
was the.
That's all
the
that
trade-off.
Ronald Reagan needed, right? One Grace Jones. I will raise you one Grace Jones.
And see you 30 Marines.
So yeah, they do this whole song. It's like these two women in like glittery like 60s.
Yeah, like the girls from Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
Except they're in like 70s glowy.
Yeah.
Lots of
Mirror ball
sequins.
outfits.
It was great.
Yeah, that's
and
the word.
Pee-wee's getting knocked over by the Marines, like tamborining their hats. It's super fun. And they show like a wreath with like 30 different celebrities as they're naming off everybody who's in it. Like the 1976 Dallas Cowboys. So then Pee-wee spent all day talking to Conky as Conky is computing and making one big giant receipt, which is a list of everything that he
CVS
wanted.
receipt of his
CVS receipt
Christmas list.
with CVS rewards cards
Yeah.
of everything that he wants. So I remember him saying like he wanted a moped, like a brick oven brick oven.
Yeah, he's opened up his own Djibouti pizza.
Djibouti pizza, that's right.
Yep. Pizza.
He wanted a doll that spewed ooey gooey goopy stuff.
Yeah.
What else did he want?
He wanted another yo-yo, but then he
yo-yo.
realized he already had
He
one.
wanted
cash.
That's right.
Yes.
Cash.
Yeah.
Because that's a practical gift.
Yes.
I think that was just about it. So,
Bless you.
Thank you.
So then he goes and he finds his yo-yo hanging out in his toy bin. He was all pissed because the camera was like looking at his, punching in the code.
Yeah.
And he chucks it at the, he spins it at the camera, breaking the camera.
And it turns into a
The
dog.
Oh, claymation dog. Then he's like, "Hey, put another camera on the list." So Conky like wigs out with dry ice smoke as he's printing this thing out.
Pee-wee.
And he wants so much stuff for Christmas. And of course, he's telling Santa like, "Oh, he's been the best guy of the year. He's practically been an angel."
Super, super good.
Super good. And then what happens?
And then Magic Screen, I think, is next. And Magic Screen says, "Pee-wee, it's time to play with me now."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Okay." And he jumps into Magic Screen. He just, let's connect the Christmas dots. And they connect the dots, and it turns into a sled with some like GIMP gradient going on it. And then Magic Johnson shows up. And he jumps inside. He's like, "Magic Johnson, why are you here?" And then Magic Johnson's like, "Oh, me and Magic Screen are cousins."
Because their first names are the same.
That's amazing.
And
which reminds me of you, T-Man, because when we were in first grade,
Magic Johnson.
Well, when
No
we were-
big deal. We look
Dude,
alike.
you say the same thing. When we were in first grade, Walter J. Patton School, you would be like, "All right,
yeah.
me and Kris Kringle, we're related."
Yeah.
Yep.
Because my name's Chris. My first name is Chris. His first name's Chris.
Whoa.
So, hook me up, Mr. Kringle.
You guys both belong to Magic Screen together.
That's right.
Yep. So, it turns into a sleigh, and they're hopping around.
Well, and then there's a 2D.
It's a polar bear.
There's a 2-frame animation of a polar bear going on one side, and then it switches.
It's
What
like
I mean?
when you-
It's only 2 frames. He goes.
It's like when you're playing Duke Nukem 3D and the sprite comes up. That's just it's like one
it just
thing.
inverts the other
Yeah.
opposite side.
That's right. Yeah.
he just flips on like 90 degrees or 180 or whatever. I don't fucking know
Yeah.
math, but whatever it is.
They start getting chased by that polar bear.
Yep.
And then they go, they just slide down a bunch of green screen stuff. And then Pee-wee's like, "All right, see you." And he jumps out, and Magic Johnson's left to his own devices inside of Magic Screen with this polar bear. We never find out if he
No.
escaped.
Oh yeah.
Still there.
Yeah.
He's still flying. He's
still there.
Magic
He's
Screen.
still there to this day.
My gosh.
So then Missy Vaughn pops in, and she's got like this crazy hairdo that looks like a Christmas tree.
hair,
Yep.
And she comes in and she has a present, which is the first of many presents that Pee-wee's gonna get in this Christmas special. And what is it?
Fruitcake. A very heavy fruitcake.
Very heavy,
very heavy.
solid fruitcake. And Pee-wee is not too thrilled that it's fruitcake. I don't know what he's fucking talking about, because you guys ever eaten fruitcake?
No.
It's gross.
No, it's delicious.
It's so
Oh my
gross.
God. You're the
Yeah.
only person.
no.
I think I'm the
so
only person in the world that
gross.
likes fruitcake.
That's
Yeah.
I
gross.
fucking love it. I could eat
It's
that shit
so
all day.
Oh my God. Here, go to Pee-wee's Playhouse. Pick up. You'd love his fruitcake
yeah,
dungeon.
fruitcake dungeon. Yeah. I would. I'd eat the whole thing.
I didn't even know where you.
You'd literally
where
eat
is
them
it
out
in
of
the
house
You
store.
store?
get it
Like,
at the
where do you
grocery
get it?
store.
Gross.
Yeah.
So gross.
Usually they don't.
Someone at the when I
And
was
it's not
working.
even real fruit. It's like
Oh, it's
candy
dried fruit. Candy fruit. Yeah.
No.
It's
What's
delicious.
in the middle? What keeps it together?
It's made.
It's like a loaf of. It's like.
Is it bread?
It's not even really bread. It's just like take a shit ton of. Take like a shitload of candied fruits and like maraschino cherries,
Yeah.
and like compact them together.
That's what
And
it
that's
is.
it.
I thought there was bread involved too.
There is.
It's kind of,
like,
but it's not really there. It's like it's kind of a
gross,
binder
Tom.
that puts it
This-
together.
this-
Usually, if you buy it today,
Yeah,
it doesn't come in a loaf. Usually, it's already like sliced in
You
little
can get
slices.
it, though, in a
once you
big
get
circle.
like
Oh,
you're
yeah,
like
yeah,
an old
yeah,
lady
like
with
a
once you
bun
get more than
pan.
7
Yeah.
cats, then you figure out the mystery of like
you have more than 7 cats.
we used
you
to get
figure out the
them.
mystery of like how you make fruitcake, and that's where fruitcake comes.
And then you can destroy
We used to get
the
them
world.
every year. Someone would send them to my dad, and then at one point, I remember opening up the cabinet, and there were like 20 tins of fruitcake, and I was like, "What is all this?" He's like, "Oh, we should throw those out." They just kept collecting in the.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
lower
because
cabinet.
no one ever eats them
Yeah.
because they're gross.
All right, if any of you guys get
That's like
fruitcakes,
a-
just bring them to me. If you guys want to
I
send me,
got it. Someone gave me
which
a
is-
fruitcake like when I was at my old job. They gave me a fruitcake. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? You think I'm gonna eat this shit?
You should have given it to me, dude. I would have ate it.
I didn't know that you were a disgusting human being at the time.
Whoa. Well, I mean,
take it back. I take it
Christmas
back.
spirit.
It's literally the joke of the movie that no one wants.
No one wants it.
Yeah.
Then Dane Train on the
Except
opposite
me.
end of the coin. There you go. Maybe I'll
wouldn't-
get you a fruit. Do you want me to get you a fruitcake this year?
We could just go to like someone's house and just
You're like,
take
who's
it.
just throwing away fruitcake?
Yeah. We'll take it.
Yeah, we'll just check the dumpsters on December 26th.
We in the car. We were just talking about how at your aunt's house there's like candy and shit just hidden in every cupboard
I'll
in
make
the
you a
house.
candy cake.
There's probably fruitcakes
No.
in her house.
She threw it out already. I'm
Yeah.
sure of
Past
it.
the expiration date.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she just
yeah.
threw some bread out today that I'm pretty sure was good.
What? Oh my god.
Package was open.
Oh my god. Give me a break. Unless there's mold on it, I'd eat it.
We
Oh,
just threw a
gross.
pack of butter out that
Yeah, 'cause
just
it
touched the side of the bowl.
My aunt is very like germophobic.
Oh,
was
my
you know what I mean?
God.
She's very cleanly.
She is very cleanly. I love it.
This is news to me.
It was really funny.
Okay.
You never made gingerbread cookies at my aunt's house.
Do I have to wear a hazmat suit?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I love
Do you
it.
have
Well,
to
I'm the
like?
same way. I don't
do you
like
have to-
shit.
do you have to go
touching
into
stuff.
a-
That's true.
hazmat required.
Yeah.
Do you have to go into into like one of those like contamination rooms where like suddenly all the smoke goes?
It's like when I open up a tuna fish sandwich.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right. So yes. Anywho, back to Pee Wee's Playhouse. So Missy Vaughn comes in, gives him the fruit cake. He gives her a Pee Wee's Playhouse exclusive perfume called
Yeah.
Eau de la Pee Wee. I wonder what that smells like in real life.
sweat. It's Pee Wee sweat. Because she
Pee-wee
said it
sweat?
smells just like you, Pee Wee.
What do you
It's
think?
Pee Wee sweat.
What do you think the Pee Wee's Playhouse smells like? Sweat?
Pee and wee.
Pee and wee?
Yeah, a little bit of pee, a little bit of wee.
Wee pee?
Wee Pee's madhouse.
What do you guys think Pee Wee perfume smells like?
I feel like it's overly sweet, like just
Yeah?
like really gross.
It might
sweet.
smell like cinnamon Coca-Cola.
I think
They
if
could.
I would to get Eau de la Pee Wee, I'd like to hope it smells like cinnamon Coke or Fireballs, either one.
Spray
I'd
this
be-
on yourself.
I'd be
Dab
happy.
a
Yeah.
little cinnamon Coke.
I feel like
behind
bubble
the
gum, like it's just like very strong bubble gum scent
Yeah?
where you're
Tom,
like,
what about?
oh,
What do
Yeah.
you think?
I mean, speaking of that just reminded me of different sodas, and there's one when I was in North Carolina called Cheerwine.
What?
cheer wine?
Cheerwine.
It's a soda?
yes, it is extremely popular in the Carolinas.
Wow.
I've
and
never heard
but
of it.
it's red, and because of the name, you might think that it and the redness that it tastes like wine,
Yeah.
but no, Bazooka Joe bubblegum.
No
Oh, so
It's
that must be
Wow.
what Big Red is.
Like
Yeah.
and I imagine that's probably the smell.
It's bubblegum soda.
Maybe that's the
Bubblegum soda.
default for a lot of sodas because when I was a kid, there's this
Default is
like
bubblegum?
yeah, because I had this soda that I loved called Cactus Cooler, but now that I think about it, it also it was orange, but it tasted like bubblegum. Oh
shit.
That's where they make the gum out of is cacti.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
so
right?
maybe
No,
bubblegum
that's
is
not right.
just.
I thought that was right.
No.
What?
No,
I
that's
sold
not
that
right.
to
What
you.
the hell am I thinking of?
There's
I
a
thought-
gum tree. It is from a tree.
I thought it. Okay,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think I saw it
literally
on-
thought you were right. I don't know.
A cutaway on
Fuck do I know?
Sesame Street or something.
All right, guys. I want to know what you guys think that Pee Wee's Eau de la Pee Wee smells like. Shoot us an email. I want to know.
Yeah.
What, guys? What?
Or put it in a 5-star review on iTunes.
You know what
That's
I'm gonna
good
do?
too.
All right. Some of you guys may know this is the 25th anniversary of Pee Wee's Big Adventure, and Paul Rubens is doing a tour around the country.
The world.
He's going to be in Boston soon, San Diego, Vegas, right?
Oregon, everywhere.
So I understand that they,
You know, the
that-
country.
I think that's going to do meet and greets too, right? Or maybe Q&A. I'm going to ask him. If I see him, I'm going to be like, Paul, I have to. This is like the one question nobody's ever asked you ever about Pee Wee Herman.
You're on a first name
What?
basis with him.
Yes.
I like it.
Mr. Rubens, what does Eau de la Pee Wee from your Christmas special smell like? That's what I'm going to ask him.
Yeah, that's a good question.
He's going to say, I don't fucking know. Next question.
Yeah.
Probably.
Uh,
What do I look like, kid? The Queen of England?
yeah. So,
You think I can break a 20?
So, yeah. So, and okay. So then,
And
like,
then Miss Yvonne leaves.
Missy Vaughn leaves. The phone rings.
Oh, I thought we'd go over to Frankie and Annette.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Okay.
no, he puts it in the fridge.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah,
then
yeah.
we see the
Oh, yeah.
fridge people.
Yeah. So the claymation fridge people are
The people under the fridge. John Carpenter.
Yeah, they give him a little fruitcake too.
Yeah. But they are fruit, so they're cannibals.
Yeah. It's
They just
Oh my
cut
God.
pieces of themselves.
cake made out of themselves. Yeah.
Yeah. If you've never seen Pee-wee, it's
Yeah.
his fridge is full of claymation fruit people.
And one fried chicken dinner that I saw in the very back.
That's right. Yep.
Which I was saying to Tom the Bomb, this reminds me of the episode of Monsters where the guy has weight loss glasses and it makes him see the food on his plate becomes claymation Pee-wee's Playhouse fruit people, and then when he tries to eat them, they go, "You're killing me!"
So it's kind of like in Better Off Dead when the hamburgers go singing Van
Everybody
Halen.
wants some.
Yeah.
Don't kill me.
Except they're getting eaten.
Yeah, exactly.
So then the phone rings, and Dinah Shore, another celebrity from the 80s who nobody fucking knows today.
I don't know who that is.
Like more than half the people on this, I feel like people today have
Especially
no idea who the hell they
kids.
are. Yeah.
Kids wouldn't get it, but I feel like most
But they wouldn't care. They'd be like, "Oh, I get
Yeah.
it." All they have to know is
Yeah.
this is a famous person.
Yeah. I'm sure when we
Just
watched
like
this as kids.
Animaniacs would always have like Jerry Lewis impersonations.
Oh, yeah,
and, like
yeah.
impersonations.
Him
like I
and
don't
like
know who the
Bill
fuck
Clinton
this
and
is.
stuff
Yeah.
all the
Well,
time.
everyone knows who Bill Clinton was.
Well, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I
He's
know,
a
but yeah.
murderer. There's a great clip if you watch
Oh my
of,
God.
the view, of Norm Macdonald going on The View, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he's a murderer," and the View people are like, "Who?" He's like, "Bill Clinton. He murdered a guy."
It's pretty
great.
funny.
So did his wife.
Everyone has been murdered. This is now the Clinton murder cast.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I don't know if you
True
should say
crime.
that on something that we're going to put out to the world.
Yeah.
This is allegedly the Clinton murder cast.
True crime story.
True crime podcasts are way bigger than VHS podcasts. So now we're doing one on the Clinton expose. Jeffrey Epstein was killed. Not by Pee-wee Herman,
Oh, no.
but by Hillary Clinton.
All right, everybody. If we all end up murdered,
Oh my gosh, it was Hillary Clinton. If the VHS boys are dead,
be just boys.
it was Hillary Clinton. You know it now. Okay, anyway. So Pee-wee's Playhouse holiday Christmas special.
All right, so the phone rings. Dinah Shore's on there, and she decides. I love Pee-wee's just like having small talk. He's like, "Oh, how's the cold?" And she's like, "Oh, it's all better."
Yeah.
And she's like, "All right, I want to."
She didn't get a script.
No, she's like, "Hey, I want to sing you the 12 days of Christmas." So she starts singing, of course, fucking take it forever. And he's like, "Hold on, I got another call waiting. Hold on." So it zooms on another screen with Whoopi Goldberg and Oprah Winfrey.
Yes, Oprah.
And Oprah's just like, "Is this Pee-wee?" He's like, "Hey, hey."
What?
Pee-wee, he just goes, "Hey,
Oh,
hey."
because he was listening to that awful song.
It was weird. Yeah.
I feel like they didn't. You know,
They're
it was
just-
like when we had oddly enough, when we had John on the show in the Christmas movie, where like everything was pre-recorded and
Yeah.
the timing is off.
Yeah,
It's
it was
like,
kind of
and
like
no
that.
one really knows what the other person's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was like 5
And then the
seconds of
editor's just
Oprah.
like, you figure it out.
And then we go back to Dinah Shore and
She's still singing.
Pee-wee. It's going past the 12 days.
Yeah, there was like 18 bags of nachos or something.
Yeah.
17 bodybuilders.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff. So Pee-wee takes one of his Pee-wee Herman Halloween costumes.
Oh, yeah.
Puts it on a dummy bust and like puts it in front of her so she thinks it's him. And she keeps singing. Throughout the whole fucking movie. So then Cher pops into his house without even knocking on the door.
I think this was earlier. We see Frankie and Annette. I think that was like
Right,
the
right,
third
right.
thing that happens after Miss Yvonne or right before her.
Yeah.
So they go. They're in the kitchen. Frankie and Annette are making Christmas cards, and Annette's like making it with a toothbrush and paint and whatever, and then Frankie's making stamps out of potatoes, and they're like, "Oh, wash that potato before you read it." And then basically, Pee-wee is a slave driver. He's forcing Frankie and Annette to make 1,000 Christmas cards for him.
By sundown.
Like at one point, they ask for like food and water, and he gives them some like bread and water and tells them to get back to work.
They're not allowed to leave. They can't go outside and have any fun.
That's my best part.
Pee-wee's such an asshole.
Yeah, because Pee-wee's such an he's literally a slave driver to like the two sweetest people on earth, Frankie and Annette.
So then so after that, Cher just shows up in the house
With the fruitcake.
And they got to find out what today's secret word is. So they ask Conky. Conky spits it out, and it's
So please play along at home.
Everybody, all the little bandits out there, if you know today's secret word, scream real loud.
Year.
Ear. And she didn't sing a song though. That was a weird thing.
I'm surprised she didn't either. Like they had Katie Lang sing.
You can get Katie Lang. I'll tell you why Cher didn't sing a song. Okay,
that probably would have doubled the price.
Yeah, exactly. You can afford Katie Lang when you're doing a 44-minute Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas special, but you can barely afford Cher to walk in the door. Okay,
That's true.
This was 80s Cher. She just came off a mask. She's fucking huge.
Yeah,
okay?
that's true.
She's huge.
big.
Yep. So
pay her to sing. My goodness, that'd be the whole show. It'd be a 3-minute song of Cher.
Just a music video.
Standing in a warehouse with no lights because you can't afford to light the thing.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's
very
my
edgy.
theory.
It would just be in the
Very
dark.
edgy.
I'm surprised they didn't get Dorf.
Dorf. Oh my god.
Where's Tim Conway?
He's
Saying, excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Scoomy. Actually.
Scoomy.
I don't know. I feel like we have to watch to find out.
Oh God. I'm not kidding you. I am dreading watching it. Now I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was a kid, my dad at the video store rented Dorf Goes Fishing for me.
Did he really?
More than once.
Oh,
You hated
no.
I was a little kid. I don't really remember, but
I remember wanting to see him as a kid. Anyway,
Anywho.
we'll do Dorf
Special.
Goes
so bad.
Fishing. Maybe
How
your dad
long
can be a
is
guest.
it?
55 minutes.
Oh my God.
No.
I think Dorf on Golf was a half an hour.
I know.
And we spent 90 minutes talking about it.
This is the deluxe version, though.
That's why, because it has the making of Dorf Goes Fishing.
Very technical.
And then
boy.
how long is Tim Conway
The
comedy?
director's
Say
commentary of
46.
Dorf Goes Fishing. Dun,
It doesn't say.
Dun, dun, dun,
You have to
They don't
guess.
want to let you know.
Does it say on the actual cassette?
It's a
It
trap.
does say distributed in Canada by Quality Video.
Oh, maybe
I don't
Dorf
know.
sent this to us himself.
It could-
Because he's Canadian.
You think Tim
Whoa.
Conway sent this over? That's why it was at the thrift store.
Even though he's America's favorite comedian, who's Canada's favorite comedian?
Oh,
It's
no.
not Dorf. They sent him. They're like, you go to America with that shit, Dorf.
Smart.
We've got red green.
yeah,
We don't need your business.
Yeah, Red Green's where it's at.
Ooh, Red Green is also going on tour. Come to find out, if he hasn't already.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude.
What?
That show holds up. I like the Red Green.
I didn't even know that was
Are they still
around.
Is it still
I know the show's not, but I think he's doing a live tour thing. Anyway,
That's
whatever.
pretty cool.
This,
Okay.
yeah,
Making some duct tape stuff. Anywho. All right. So
Where are we?
All right. So we just found out what the secret word of
Frankie
the
and
day
Annette
is.
are
All right.
slaves.
Frankie and Annette.
Yeah.
Now,
They're pretty chipper about it, though.
you find out that
Well-
Pee-wee was so busy making his Christmas list, he didn't deck the halls of the Playhouse. He's like, shit, what am I going to do? I wish I did this earlier. Wish. Did somebody say wish? Johnny pops in and he's like, hey, sure, you want to wish for me to decorate your house? I'll decorate it for you. So, and he goes up to John and he's like, hey, can I wish for some Christmas decorations? And he goes, you want Christmas decorations? What do you think this is, Christmas? It's like, well, yeah. So yeah, he decorates the whole place. It looks
Mecca lecca high, Mecca hiney, hiney, ho, ho, ho.
And what other fucking celebrity shows up?
Oh, Little
Well, he
Richard.
goes. Yeah, so then he goes
Okay,
outside.
It's
for some
snowing
reason. It's
outside.
snowing!
Weather alert from Mr. Kite tells him it's snowing outside. So he sees yellow snow out there,
Yuck.
and he's got this pretty sweet
He looks like the
snowsuit on.
the younger brother in A Christmas Story with the big.
where he can't put his arms down because
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
wearing too thick of a coat.
Yeah, he looks
right.
like that.
You know.
You know what's weird about the cinnamon Coke? I'm almost done with it.
What?
And I feel like now that I'm at the bottom, it doesn't taste like cinnamon anymore.
All the cinnamon settled to
Right?
the bottom and it's all goopy.
No,
Like when you try to put it in
all the
coffee, you're like,
cinnamon-
oh, this is
Coke.
good. And then
that's right. All the cinnamon was at the top.
oh,
and
the cinnamon rises.
the
Coke
the,
we all float
the
up
Coke
here.
the Coke flavor's down here. Now it just tastes like regular Coke
You're like,
with a slight hint of cinnamon.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
you
all
need
the-
to shake it up.
Maybe-
You need to shake well before opening.
yeah, I didn't do that.
Oh man, I did because I just tipped mine over. Yeah. So then, who's out on the ice, slipping around, slipping and stumbling? It's Prison Smile. Richard.
I
Just
love
saying
him.
that if you fall, you got to get up and try again.
He's got
Yep.
a pillow.
But then he
taped
immediately
to
gives
him.
up.
Yeah, and then and it turned out that he had a double, and then that was also where they had the old lady triplet singers.
Oh, yeah,
where
that
he
was
the
wearing
Rubio triplet.
Really short skirts.
very, very much too short for them skirts. That
It was
were
gilfs.
yeah,
Not short enough for
Triplet
Pee-wee.
gilf
Whoa.
pornos.
yeah.
Whoa.
Porno people
Porno people.
from Florida. Because
They got a
have
full
to wear
song.
condoms in California. Not in their day. Not in their good old day of triplet old lady porn.
When we had condoms, they were made out of real lamb skin.
Reindeer skin
Reindeer
condoms.
skin. Ugh.
We use possum skin here.
God.
They were not
Pee-wee's-
very good either.
They're
No,
mediocre at best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
just
know
happen
what
to
their
be
appeal was,
triplet.
other than they happened to be triplets.
They're
I mean,
just probably the oldest triplets still alive at that time. I don't know if they're alive
maybe.
now.
Oh yeah.
Actually, it's funny you say that. As like halfway through, I was watching this, I was like, wow, a lot of these celebrities are dead.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
A lot of the
Is
people
Little
in
Richard
this,
dead?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he is.
King of Cartoons is dead.
King of
Oh, man, who's
Cartoons.
also Blackula?
He's
Blackula, yep.
amazing.
I think Zsa Zsa Gabor's dead.
Yeah, Zsa Zsa's dead. The male lady is on Law and Order.
Yep.
So she's still kicking. Good job.
Who else am I thinking
Job
of
of not
here?
dying.
Yeah. Grace
Male
Jones.
lady.
Magic Johnson's
Magic
dead,
John-
right?
No,
He's
he's
surprisingly
alive.
still alive.
He's alive because he's
despite
still
having
stuck.
AIDS.
I think
He's
he
still
cured
stuck
AIDS, right?
inside. That's
Joan
why
Rivers
he's
is
He's
alive.
like
dead.
the only person that got
Joan
cured of
Rivers.
AIDS, or is that
Annette
just something
Funicello's
I
long
read
since passed.
in the aisle
what's her-
while
what's his
checking
Danny-
out at the grocery
Who?
store?
The
There
guy
was like an
Annette
entire
Funicello
South Park
and
episode
Oh, no,
about
Frankie
it. where
Avalon?
he
No, he's still
boils
alive.
Is
money.
he?
Yeah, he's
Oh.
still alive. Yeah.
Okay. Charo's still alive. Whoopi.
Charo's still alive. Yep.
Santa. I mean,
Santa's alive.
he's alive. Unless he passed it on to
Santa
someone
did
else.
not die. It's
No,
not
like
like
in
Tim
the
Allen
Santa
murdered
Claus.
him.
I'm just saying,
And then
like,
Tim Allen's
maybe
now
he
the
passed
I
Santa.
just
it
watched
on.
that for the first time like a week
I did
ago.
too.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, I did
It's
too.
okay.
It's a good. Tim Allen
It's okay.
murders Santa Claus and then takes over his life like some sick Lifetime movie.
He technically
Yeah.
didn't murder him. He just went, "Hey, you up there," and Santa fell.
and then died on his
So
property.
they sent like
Yeah.
a subpar
So-
Santa to begin with. If he doesn't
Well,
have like
Yeah.
yeah, he needs
good
cleats.
balance, yeah.
He needs cleats.
But
That's
all
what
it
I'm
tells you is that Santa who fell off the roof had previously killed the
He's
other
also
Santa.
a murderer,
right?
Unless he's the
No.
original Santa.
don't
And this is the first time that Santa Claus had to be
the
enacted.
elves
I'm
seem
not a
to
lawyer.
react like it's like, oh yeah, this is
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
he
fifth.
dies all the time. No, they were not mourning him at all.
Who is his name?
They had no time to mourn.
They were complete
What's his
assholes.
name?
Yeah,
Artie or something
Santa
like that.
dies.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Yeah.
The big elf. As soon as Tim Allen went to the North Pole
to
place,
Denny's.
he's just like, yeah, okay, yeah. Put your coat here, do this, blah 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 blah. Yeah. Here's
Yeah,
the new
we can get
Santa,
it, he's
whatever. Here's the card that has the claws on it, whatever.
And so that just means when Tim Allen dies, they're just gonna
They
They're
don't
gonna
care.
find whoever
Yeah.
kills
You know,
Tim
just
Allen,
gonna bulldoze
which
him
is
like the other Santa. They don't give a
If you
fuck.
ever saw, did you guys ever see the other two or number 3 with Martin Short?
Yeah.
So
No.
he's just like the whole thing is like he's like, okay, I don't want to be Santa anymore. And
I think
there's
the
some
sequels are better. The pacing,
really
they move.
I hate
pretty
the fucking
faster.
sequel. I think they
really?
suck.
Okay, never mind.
Number 2's the
I know
worst.
I watched Santa
Number
Claus.
two
Number
does
two,
drag,
fucking
because I
hate
watched
the
that
whole
one.
like
Right,
like
fine.
evil Tim Allen.
Maybe I'm wrong.
thing. I didn't like that.
I don't know.
It was just very slow.
Yeah.
Like to get into it, but I liked the first one. It was fun, and I didn't know Martin Short was in them. I
He's
love
in the
Marty
third
Short.
one. He's in the third one. He plays Jack
Mr.
Frost.
Jack Frost.
I love
and
Martin
Jack
Short.
Frost wants to be Santa, and what happens is.
Why are we talking about this?
Tim Allen. What happens is Tim Allen is all like, I don't want to be Santa anymore. So there's some other thing with a snow globe where you shake the snow globe and you say, I wish to not be Santa anymore.
Oh.
And
If
not
I was
get
Tim
murdered
Allen,
by some guy.
what if Tim Allen was just like, I'm just gonna hang myself in the garage.
Oh my
and
God.
then whoever
If
takes
Jack
my suit.
Frost wanted to be Santa, I don't understand why
He just has to
got
murder Santa.
Tim Allen and
Maybe
take
that's
the
the
fucking
plot of the
suit.
movie. He's got to
Right?
murder.
I think that would be a much
That
shorter
might be what it
movie.
is.
That would have
He
been
just
like
walks into
PG-13, but I don't
walks
know.
into
Yeah.
like North Pole with like a shotgun, just like bam.
Then like the reindeer
Why didn't he take
died.
like an icicle off of
Yeah.
his chin and and
my
shake him?
God.
Bicycle knife.
I don't know. But
That's a
anywho,
lot of Santa death talk
Santa
over
death.
here.
You know who murdered Santa? Hillary Clinton.
She murdered Christmas. Is that what
She
you
murdered Christmas.
Then the elves tried to make her be Santa.
Oh,
that,
God,
that,
no.
that didn't go well for the elves.
No, they
Oh,
got
no.
murdered.
They're gone.
Yeah, they're all gone.
Oh my gosh.
That's the real war on Christmas.
Can you imagine that you put on CNN? Dun, 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 the war on Christmas. Whoa.
Anyway,
It's amazing.
coming up at 9, soup for breakfast.
Coming
idea.
up, coming up, Jack Sloan, Channel 9 Live.
I'm embarrassed for your family.
I forgot all about that. Oh, God.
funny.
all
so
right,
Pee-wee's
so-
Magic Christmas house here.
Yeah, okay, so where the fuck were we? Ricardo shows up.
The Clinton murders, you know.
Ricardo shows up and he's like, Feliz Navidad. And of course, like every single time he tries to teach Pee-wee Spanish, he just goes, every single time. And if you were to watch it today, I'd be like, I don't know. I feel like people would be like, that's disrespectful to Spanish speaking cultures. But I don't know.
Yeah.
But like we were
But
saying,
they wouldn't understand the English part, so who cares? Oh, wow. That joke did not land. That was too... All right. Lo siento.
So Charo shows up. She sings Feliz Navidad.
and like we were saying, like
Actually, she sings Feliz Navidad.
yeah, that's
disrespectful.
Which is
supposedly first
amazing.
language. She does
Yeah,
not
she's
seem to
She's
speak.
the cutest, and she looks exactly like that today. Like nothing's
yeah.
changed.
Yeah, because she,
Right.
she's a plastic person.
I really.
Oh, come on.
She just looked. I think
have you
she's
seen
always
Charo?
looked like that,
She's-
right?
She's all
yeah, when she was a
Except
baby,
for
she
boob.
came out like,
yeah.
I love her. She's so silly and like ridiculous, and she
Yeah.
doesn't take her.
Triangle
She's
nose.
like a Spanish Dolly Parton. Like she
Yeah,
just
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
take herself seriously.
That's
She's
true.
so fun and like she's just like whatever. Feliz Navidad.
And then, so Ricardo said that like candy
Ricardo
and
needs
treats.
to give her Spanish lessons.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There's just glitter inside the
Yeah.
The piñata.
The piñata.
The Christmas
yeah.
pinata, which I
Yeah.
did not know was a thing.
Which was the Star of David.
Yes.
That's very cool.
Um,
Not a Christmas pinata.
and then Zsa Zsa Gabor pops in real quick with the Countess, the cow. She just tells Pee-wee that she loves him, and he goes,
That's it.
"Why don't you
Gives
marry
kisses.
me?" Gives kisses.
And
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, funny joke. I'm out of here.
Yeah. She gives him a fruitcake. Oh, everybody. So that's
Every
a big
guest gives
that's a
him a
big gag.
fruitcake.
Everybody gives him a fruitcake. Everybody. And he's like, and it gets to the point where he's like, no more fruitcake.
Because even the first crew cake he didn't want, because unlike Dane, he's not
He's a
insane.
normal
He doesn't
person.
like it.
Yeah.
Pee Wee Herman's a more normal person than Dave.
Jesus. Hey. Hey.
but he does start to construct his.
Oh, yeah. You
his,
find out
like,
later.
His
His plan with all the
his
fruitcakes.
plan of fruitcakes. He's got enough of
So
them.
who all gave him a fruitcake? Like
Well, everybody.
Everyone.
yes, but
Even
like,
Randy.
Even
Actually, I don't think Little Richard gave him a fruitcake.
No, yeah,
'Cause he was
everybody.
outside.
No Magic Johnson.
He's like,
Get off my property,
Little
Little
Richard
Richard.
didn't. I think they
Yeah.
were the only two. So
yeah, that's right. Because
And the
everybody else
triplets
did.
didn't.
yeah.
All the
Yeah.
outside folks.
The
Yeah.
outside folks.
At the fireplace when they come in from the cold, they're drinking hot cocoa and they're putting up stockings in front of the mantle. And then Pee-wee puts the most biggest fucking stockings, one for the left and one for the right foot.
Oh, yeah.
up
Two
on,
giant ones.
Two giant ones to fill up with all of his toys. And I like how every time people are like, "Hey, do you think those are big enough? Hey, do you think you're getting enough presents?" He's like, "Hey, I don't want to come off as being selfish." And
Is that
so
where Randy's like, I don't believe in Christmas. Christmas is a corporate.
that's my favorite part of the whole movie.
Blah, 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 blah.
It's a whole thing of corporate money trying to cash in on American guild, American consumerist
Clintons
guild.
murdered Christmas. and
does
then
say
he's like,
that.
you forgot the true meaning of Christmas. And this is, they actually, like, unlike literally every other Christmas special other than the Peanuts, they actually talk about Jesus.
Yeah, putting
Yeah,
Christ
they
back in
do.
Christmas. Yeah,
That's right.
I was really
Yeah.
surprised about that. Yeah.
That was not, I like when
That was
people actually, they're like, the true meaning of Christmas is, it's Jesus.
yeah.
You know, it's not buying shit, Randy.
It's true.
And then they
It was like
have like
some
this
kids.
reenactment
But it
of
was like
these
someone's-
kids at some
It
random
was like-
church
it was
like
in
a-
Pasadena.
It's like a whole movie.
I hope it
Yeah.
was like one of the producers' actual kids, like
Yeah,
nativity
right.
play. He's like, oh, I got
Yeah,
this.
I gotta
here.
get my
Yep.
kid on TV here.
And
Which
then
were you guys
to
ever
balance
in
things
that
out,
No.
the-
as a
is
kid?
that when they did
No,
Hanukkah?
I've seen many of them, but
Have
I was
you?
never
Right
in
before
one.
that.
It was right around there.
Yeah.
I like the Hanukkah portion.
Yeah,
Oh,
That was
yeah.
probably my
Hanukkah
favorite part
portion.
too.
And
Yeah.
I like too that at that time he got like 7 fruitcakes because there's one.
Oh
for-
yeah, that was
Oh,
a
one
good
for every
gag.
night.
Who's,
Yeah,
the,
it's a great
who's
gag.
the Hanukkah?
So that's Mrs. Renee. That's his next door neighbor.
Right.
Who's her whole thing was.
Yeah,
I remember
who's
on the show she moved in and she was sort of like the nosy next door neighbor who liked to gossip and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
really
yeah. So she's like, hey everybody, this is the Hanukkah portion of the show, and it was funny because like
They sing the first verse of the dreidel song.
Yeah.
'Cause There's only 44 minutes.
And they were Jewish dinosaurs.
Yes.
yeah, the
'cause they were
dinosaurs that live in the
BC.
walls.
That's right. They were before Christ.
So cool.
It's funny because like he's like, hey, Mrs. Renee, Merry Christmas, and she's like, oh, I don't celebrate Christmas, Pete. And he's like, you don't?
Yeah, you don't celebrate Christmas.
What? And which is funny because Paul Rubens himself, I think he's Jewish
Probably.
because his real last name is Rubenfeld.
There you go.
So there you
Oh.
go. Yeah.
They sing the dreidel song, and then
Hey,
the
yeah.
dreidel goes into the mouse
goes
hole,
into the
dinosaur mouse
dinosaurs,
hole,
and they eat the gimel.
and they eat the gimel.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
You guys remember Wienerville on Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yes.
the only Hanukkah special. There's Rugrats,
Rugrats
and then
that.
the Wienerville.
That's it.
Yeah, I remember
the
that.
only two.
Yeah.
The-
I'm surprised there's not more Hanukkah specials.
The-
I've always wanted to do a Hanukkah
Yeah.
horror movie.
Oh shit!
But I'm not Jewish, so it'd probably be in bad taste.
Well, no, it's not
No.
because fucking Santa's sleigh with the wrestler fucking
Goldberg?
Every actor and actress in that movie is Jewish.
So I can make a... Yeah, email us at the VHS Bandits if I can make a Hanukkah. I need your approval to make a
There you
Hanukkah
go.
horror movie.
Yeah.
Dude, just, make whatever you want, man.
Hanukkah. That doesn't sound good.
Hanukkah.
Horror Hanukkah. I don't know what I'm going to call
Now
it.
that just sounds like porn.
So instead of a menorah, it's a
menorah.
A Manahoro.
12 Crazy Nights.
Well, that's Adam Sandler's movie.
He has one? Oh, I
That's
know one.
literally his movie.
Well,
It's called 8 Crazy Nights. Yeah.
Yeah.
well, we'll
Oh, you
just
said
make
12.
it 12. It's
12.
extra
All
horror.
Put some more nights on there.
there you go.
Which I love 8 Crazy Nights. That is a great movie.
God, I haven't seen that movie
It's
since
a
it was
good
new.
movie, guys.
Yeah.
I have not even heard.
It's
of it.
great. It's like the only Hanukkah movie that exists.
Yeah, it's a cartoon too.
Oh, is it really?
It's animated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Adam Sandler is like himself.
And himself, but animated.
Yeah. So, what the fuck else happens in this movie?
So that was the Hanukkah.
Whoopi
bit.
Goldberg.
Oh yeah,
calls him?
she's well. The Hanukkah, the fruitcake thing was like, we get 8 presents. He's like, you get 8 straight days of presents, and she's like, yeah. So here's 7 more fruitcakes in a wheelbarrow.
And then she's like, "Oh, I got one more thing for you." And he goes, "No more fruitcakes." But she gives him the dreidel.
Yeah.
That was a nice gift.
So then Frankie and Annette finish all the cards.
Mhm.
Here they are. They're all set. And he's like, all right, I'm going to let you guys start making the envelopes. But he doesn't.
And then
Very
Santa
kind of him.
comes. Well, did we talk
All right.
about? I mean, we mentioned it a little bit, but the mail lady brings in.
Oh, yeah. She gives him a fruitcake.
Yeah.
He gives her
press-on toenails.
Come on.
and then she pulls in this big like UPS box, and in it is Grace Jones.
Who's amazing. She got
the goofiest
She sings
hat
songs.
on.
She sings the little drummer boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Pee Wee does his little like tequila dance.
Yeah. Yeah, she's so
and then
cool.
they're like, oh, this was supposed to go to the White House, not the Playhouse. Back in the box, Grace Jones.
And this is back before Bill Clinton time
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah.
So Reagan really
Reagan ordered
wanted
Grace
some
Jones.
Grace Jones in
yeah.
his life. I
Hey, he
enjoy
traded
that.
all those Marines. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Get it, Reagan.
Get it,
Get
Reagan.
it. He's like, I saw Conan the Barbarian. I'm about this life.
All right, what else happened in this damn movie? I feel like there's way too many little things that happened.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we're missing.
Like
a
honestly,
portion.
like you guys
Katie
are like
Katie
recapping
Lang.
like every
Yeah,
little
Katie
like, that's,
Lang.
like they jumped from scene to like every little scene is
There's
like
no
its own like
connecting bits.
No.
yeah like
Yeah.
little bit and it goes on for like 30
yeah,
seconds
the
and there's like a
folks-
We'll
million
just kinda
of
go
them.
through them, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. It's like the robot chicken. It's just
Yeah.
like 30
Yeah,
seconds,
yeah.
30 seconds, 30
Is it-
seconds.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I don't
all
know
the
where.
folks they could afford, they had sing. So like
Yeah.
Katie Lang sang.
There's triplets.
The triplets.
They should have cut them.
Yeah.
Put in someone else that can sing. Cut these triplets. They're not
they
good.
they did a
Sorry,
little thing
triplets.
with Cowboy Curtis where they made a
Yeah.
snowman and the snowman came alive.
Oh yeah. He's like, if you stare at a snowman long enough, it'll come to life.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it was a
And
little
it does,
creepy.
and he goes, "Get the fuck out of here!" What does he say? He says, "No, he says,
If you
take a picture, it'll last longer."
Oh my god.
He made an asshole
Yeah,
snowman.
that was sometime
didn't say-
around outside with like the triplets and like
Right.
little
Yeah.
Richard and
Yeah, yeah. And the snow, you'd figure the snowman would say, "Hey, thanks for bringing me back to life."
Nope.
No, get the fuck out of my face. I'm a snowman.
Super rude.
So let's just go, we'll kind of get down to the big finale here. They got the Christmas tree all set, which is made out of like pitchforks and
Swords and
And,
stuff.
It looked very it looked like the type of Christmas tree like you would see if there was a Christmas episode of like Game of Thrones where they got like the
Yeah, there's a
this
lot
is
of
the, This is
stuff.
the Christmas tree like in the Hellraiser world. That didn't make the box, you know.
yeah.
There was tinsel. It was
I
festive.
have
Yeah.
such presents to show you.
So they start singing some songs.
Yeah, everybody's there.
And they're gonna sing sleigh bells, and they go sleigh bells ring, and Pee Wee's like, "Shut up! They're actually on the roof." And Santa does not cause
An earthquake.
Richter 9, a number 9 on the Richter scale earthquakes to make Santa come through the chimney.
He mad
He
because
appears in a flow of glitter.
Yes, yeah, rotoscoped glitter, and
very expensive.
he comes in. Pee Wee's got this fucking couple of mountain like
Of cookies.
towers of really delicious looking cookies.
And a glass of milk.
A glass of milk, and he goes, "Ooh, cookies!" And Pee Wee like yanks him away, and he's like, "Where's my fucking presents?"
Oh my gosh.
And he's like, "All right, listen, I got all your presents, but there's one problem." And he's like,
Clinton
he's
murdered
like-
them.
And he's like, "Problem? What problem?" He's like,
He's about to drop the buzzkill.
Yeah.
And he says like he asked for every present on the planet, and he has no other presents to give to any other kids on the planet whatsoever. And Pee Wee's is such an ass. He's like, "Well, fucking sorry about that, Santa.
Too bad.
Too bad."
yeah.
Of course, everybody in the room makes him feel guilty, and he starts having flashbacks, thinking about how Christmas is about what you can do for others.
That's right.
So he's like, "All right, fine. You can have all the presents back to give every other kid."
Oh, that's
Santa,
very nice of him.
Santa offers to have him go in his sleigh,
Yeah.
and they can go and deliver presents to the kids all night.
But to be fair and to be devil's advocate, like, why doesn't Santa have like backup presents? Like, that's not fair. What if a kid's born like last second, like on the way, and he's like, "Oh, you don't get anything."
Depends on the time zone.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, he's got all those elves working. They should just be making gifts.
Yeah.
all year round.
Wow.
I don't know.
Don't
Whoa.
stop.
Oh my gosh, you sound like Pee Wee talking to Frankie
Don't
and
you
Annette.
stop. There should be elves working right now. I need
I think there are.
50
They're
gifts.
present their busiest time.
I
They're the
remember when I was a
Amazon.
kid just always like wondering about like how the elves got around copyright issues, like if you're getting like a Nintendo.
Yeah, right?
It's just all counterfeit goods.
It's
Unless they have they have contracts with Nintendo or whatever. They send them the
Santa
schematics.
contracts.
Yeah.
You know?
Because you always think like, okay, so the elves are supposed to make all the toys, but I'm like, no, man, Hasbro made this.
Hasbro.
You know?
It says it right on the box.
So yeah, made in Japan, dude, made in Taiwan, not
Yeah,
made
but
in
they
North
give
Pole.
the elves the schematics.
Yeah.
That's very nice of them.
The elves are just master counterfeiters. Just,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a
They
Super
sell all the
Nintendo.
toys that nobody wrote down that year. It all goes to the streets of New York.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that's where those guys are elves peddling fake
right.
Rolexes
Oh my
and shit.
It's like in Jingle All the Way when he got the Turbo Man doll that spoke Spanish.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's so at the very end, that's kind of it. And Dinah Shore is still singing 12 Days of Christmas to Pee-wee's Halloween costume.
And then there's a short commercial that says, all the guests of Pee-wee's Playhouse stayed at the Regency Hotel in Los Angeles.
I wonder if that's still there.
I don't know, maybe.
You guys should go stay
Go
there.
stay
someday.
at the Regency Hotel.
It'd be like
Maybe someone from Pee-wee's Playhouse
might
stayed at
still
this
be there.
very
you guys are
hotel.
gonna go there and
It's
like the
haunted by
bellhop.
Little Richard. And
Bellhop's gonna like take your stuff, right?
What a great ghost that would be,
That would
Little
be nice.
Richard.
Little Richard is a
Oh
bellhop.
man.
You know, you guys go to the front desk. You take like a bill. You put it on the desk and you slide it and say, "I want the Little Richard room."
I want the Richard.
And the guy takes some money. He's like, he's like looking left and right, like
gosh.
pulling the money away, and he's like, he goes like to the bellhop, come over here.
Oh my God.
And the bellhop has like one of those like circular hats, the red circular hat, right? And you guys are going up the elevator that's got like that crisscross metal grate.
Ooh.
That,
We're like in the haunted Tower of Terror.
Yeah, Terror, right? And
we're not far from the real Tower of Terror.
That's true.
the real Tower of Terror.
That what the
It was
ride was
based
based on.
on.
It's
No
based on
shit.
Hollywood
Yeah.
Towers.
No kidding. I had no idea.
It's next to a Scientology building. It's true.
Whoa.
Which is the
Scientology.
real
Every
Tower of
building's-
Terror.
Every
Right.
building's the Scientology building.
Whoa.
And then we go to the Little Richard room.
Yeah, and then he's like, open the door. This is a Little Richard room.
Everything is purple velvet, like in the.
Ooh.
Everything in here has been left exact since he
Since he did.
Oh, no.
since he stayed during his time for the
Oh, no.
1988 Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas special.
Wow. I've never seen a piano with velvet keys. That's exciting.
And then so in there's a press kit that says the exact that's on the back of the box for
Yes.
this
Yeah.
tape.
That's a magical room. I'd stay there.
Yeah.
I like it. Pee-wee, thank you.
Thanks, Pee-wee.
Thank you.
So
Are we staying
Yeah.
up to wait for Santa? You guys staying up to wait for Santa this year?
won't come if you
no,
stay up.
I need to keep up on my sleep until I get no sleep very soon.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Whoa.
Do the fans know?
Yeah.
No. Okay, here we
Whoa.
go.
Oh my gosh, the biggest Christmas present ever!
All right, everybody.
Whoa.
Big news. Dane Train over here is in May gonna have a Dane Train Jr.
Whoa. Is it going to be now or when? It will be 2020.
This is May
So
of
that's
2020.
that's a
May
new
of last year.
That would be a new what?
Oh, I already said it. I already said it. Now
That's
I
right.
know what you're trying to do.
Thanks, thanks, guys. Yay! And
Yeah.
you have to. He's got some very cool names picked out.
I do. We're not gonna talk about them now.
They're
No.
very cool, though. You
Right
should be
in.
jealous.
We'll have a contest. Name Dane Train's baby. We'll do a poll on Instagram.
Oh, yeah, for our
All right,
Patreons.
Right in. Email us at thevhsbandits@gmail.com. And patrons, your votes count as double.
Yeah, right.
Name Dane Train's baby.
Gina's gonna be so excited.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So excited about that. Yeah. So we'll see. We're gonna try to.
Baby McBabyface.
Oh God.
Bulky.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do as many episodes as we can to get in the can, because I will have to take, just like Kevbot did when he had little Kevbot Jr. I'm gonna have to take a little paternity leave.
Stuck with just me.
It's just gonna be you doing the show. Hey everybody, welcome to the VHS Bandits. Cricket. It's like, what's that movie with Steve Carell where he's like the magician? You guys seen that movie?
I know what you're talking about, but
So it's him and was it Will Ferrell?
Wonderstone or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so like he and his partner have this have this Vegas show doing magic, right? And they play a song Abracadabra in the background. And it's like he interacts with his partner. So his partner quits. So he does the exact same act, except there's nobody next to him. So he just answers the questions and says stuff to nobody who's next to him. He does the same act just by himself.
It's gonna be me.
It's gonna be
the Burt Wonderstone over here. Podcasting.
So it's funny. I was talking to I just gave the news to John, or you guys know as Sully, who has been on a bunch of our episodes. I just told him recently, and he goes, "Oh, great. Now it's just me and Chris who are the creeps with no kids."
Oh, is that how we put it?
Yeah.
All right. I know that made you a creep.
No, of course not.
Tom, are you a creep too now?
I'm even creepier because like, you guys are in committed relationships.
You're committed to this country.
Yeah, that's
dude.
the best
Yeah, dude.
relationship.
Miss America.
You're married to America.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wow. I like it.
That's right. Miss America. So yeah, anywho, so that's Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas special.
Woo.
Everybody. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope everybody's having a great holiday
up.
season. Hope you guys don't ask every fucking thing on the planet for Santa.
Yeah. Or else no
Dink.
other
You'll
kid's
have to
gonna
give it
get any
back.
presents.
Yeah. All right. So why don't you look it up on IMDb? I'll look it up on Amazon real quick. And we'll do some ratings real quick.
Ooh.
In the meantime, why don't you guys come up with what we are going to rate this out of 10?
Ooh, okay.
Killing it, guys.
I'm thinking.
So many good ones.
This is just thrilling airtime right here.
How about GILFs?
Ew.
Oh my God.
Yeah, how many? You know?
Not 3.
No. The fruitcakes idea. I think-
Fruitcakes.
Are we doing
I think
fruitcakes?
that's fitting.
That
you know?
is fitting.
Okay.
I can't find Pee-wee's Christmas special on IMDb.
Oh shit, we
But
did.
I did find Professor Playtime's Christmas Shop of Wonders.
Oh,
Comma kids.
All right, then we can just do the Amazon then. So real quick, I think
Because it's an episode of the actual show.
I forgot.
You'd have to go to the show and then
rate
Go
that
to that
specific episode.
Did we actually talk about this where he took the fruitcakes and he made a whole separate wing on the Playhouse? Did we talk about
alluded
that?
to
A
it.
little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
The whole thing it's like a painting, but it's supposed to be made out of sparkly fruitcakes, and there's masons in there,
Shirtless masons.
and he's like, "Here's another one for you, Roland." All right, so guys, on Amazon, they had the VHS is on here, but they do have the Blu-ray and the DVD. You can get. They're wicked inexpensive. So if you're looking for this, there you go. Out of 5 stars on the DVD, how many stars do you think people gave this?
Oh,
5.
I'll say 4.5. I think people gave it.
3.5.
Oh,
Kamara was right. 4.5 stars.
Wow.
That's right. All right, so we're gonna rate this out of
Fruitcakes.
Fruitcakes. All right, how many
Oh.
fruitcakes? Fruitcakes given to you by 3
The
gilfs.
gilfs end up in the
Yes.
fruitcake dungeon.
The Rubio Gilflets.
the Gilflets. Oh no.
Ugh. Gilflets.
All right, so let's start out with Tom the Bomb.
Are we doing this out of
10
Out of
fruitcakes, how
10
many
fruitcakes.
fruitcakes out of 10 would you give Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas special?
Rock hard solid fruit.
rock hard solid fruitcakes? I'm gonna give it 7.5 out of 10 fruitcakes.
Ooh. Now,
Okay.
why only 7.5 fruitcakes? Why are you cutting one in half and not eating the other half?
Not even
I
the
mean,
3.
it's
He's giving them to you,
fruitcake.
Dane Train.
It's very difficult to get through. You know, it's got we were talking about this earlier, the weird bread part. But anywho,
It's kind of like when you eat corn and
Yeah.
it's like still in your stool.
Oh.
Complete.
Exactly.
That's
I mean,
fun.
it's definitely like entertaining. It's fun to watch.
T-Man's giving me the fucking weirdest look.
Stool.
He's like, what the fuck is he talking? You know, like when you have corn and the kernels still in
I
there?
don't do corn.
That's
That's
you're
true.
going to see maraschino cherries in there.
Oh my
So
god.
like, I mean, like even I remember even like right now when we're doing like this program, like you guys were talking about all the scenes. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that scene. That like, 'cause it's
it's
just like
It's so discombobulated.
There's
so many random shit.
sensory overload. You
This is your first time seeing this, right?
yes, like
That's wild.
like I'm like. I guess I'm the only one here who this is the first time I've seen Pee-wee's Playhouse. So maybe if I had like
Pee-wee's Playhouse at all?
I mean, no. Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas. Yeah, sorry.
okay.
I
know
misspoke.
you've seen Pee.
What? I apologize. I misspoke. Yes.
The media's gonna rip you a new one with that.
They are.
Oh my gosh,
They
Twitter's
are.
going wild. Tom DeBomb's never seen Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Yeah, but so I feel like if I had seen it more, I might be, more used to it.
If you saw it as a kid.
Yeah, if I saw it, that's what I was going to. If I saw it as a kid, like especially like this, like I feel like you either have to be like a kid or on drugs to fully like get the experience.
I mean,
A kid and on drugs.
to be a drugged
Either
up kid.
or, I mean, I suppose you could do both, but I mean, I wouldn't recommend that.
All right. Well, how about this, Tom? How about this? Here's a question
Like
for
either
you.
like on acid or a kid.
Here's a question. All right.
Those are
Here's
my
a
two
million.
options,
Here's
huh?
$1 million
Yeah.
question.
Yes.
How many fruitcakes do you have to eat to get through this movie? How many fruitcakes will
being
get you
drugged up.
fruitcake intoxicated to have this? So let's just say you had a fruitcake that was like soaked in liqueur. How many fruitcakes would you need to give this movie a 10 out of 10 fruitcakes?
Okay.
Out of 10 fruitcakes.
Like,
How many
if they're
fruitcakes would it tell
I
you?
would have a hard time eating them anyway.
Come on.
Probably be dead.
Whoa. Yeah, you die of fruitcake poisoning.
Yeah, like I guess like if they're soaked in like
Diagnosis.
liqueur,
Fruitcake
poisoning.
I'm gonna put you in the fruitcake dungeon.
Yeah,
Whoa.
maybe like 2 3/4.
Oh, whoa, that's it.
Whoa.
Oh man.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, that's a lot of fruitcake.
Yeah, we should have done fruitcake
We're not
dungeon.
you, Dane. We're
well,
not
okay.
like.
Well, how about this? How much eggnog do you have to drink to give this 10 out of 10?
I don't know, like 2 bottles.
2 bottles.
Two hood cartons of eggnog.
Well, that's not the alcoholic
wasn't
one.
the
Well, I mean,
eggnog I was thinking
You're
of.
gonna spike it. You're gonna spike it with some Di Serono or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Di-Serono.
What special guest would you have liked to see
Good question.
in this
Good question.
in this Christmas special besides a
think-
burglar?
Burglar would be good. Thinking Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's another big 80s star.
That's fucking great.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see, but
Good one.
I would have liked to have heard him
Sing something.
say the word
Yeah.
year because he would have said he probably would have said it funny in his Austrian accent.
Oh.
Good choice. Good choice. All right, Kamara, what's it gonna be? Out of 10 fruitcakes.
I'm gonna say 9. 9. Only because there was never like that one guest that popped out where you were like, whoa, it's so and so. Like
You
they
did
were just
that to Little Richard and the King of Cartoons.
Oh my God!
I know, but I mean,
Grace
like-
Jones. You were like, oh my God!
Yeah,
I
I
love
know,
all
but
these
not-
celebrities.
But I
Every
do.
guest, you were like, whoa!
I do love all of them, but there wasn't one where like it popped out that I wasn't that was like, holy shit, it's so and so. Like I was surprised. Well, it's probably
I
money
think she
wise,
was.
but like Madonna or someone like
Madonna.
Yeah.
She's too busy having sex with
Well, 'cause
Vanilla
you
Ice and
think-
filming it.
because you think about the 80s, like who was big in 88, and it's like Michael Jackson, Madonna, like all those like big people, or like Arnold Schwarzenegger was like huge. So like just someone that I wasn't expecting to be there, but I loved like all of that's why I gave it a 9. Like I love that Blackula was in it, and
Well, he's part of the show. He's a staple. He's a recurring
I
character
know,
of the
but
show.
he's just so great. And
I mean, if he
Cher-
was actually Blackula,
oh my gosh, that would have been amazing. But I'm pretty sure that was his like
tries to
costume
have
and
sex with
Blackula.
Just with a crown.
Just with a
Miss Yvonne.
yeah. I don't know, but it was solid. Like it was very, very solid. And I just want the little cat to come home with me, the heroin cat.
Yeah.
That's
Oh yeah,
like-
he is on
has the
heroin,
shakes.
1000%. The bluesy heroin cat.
Yeah.
And I'm still a little like creeped out by the floor. Like the floor is like, come and stand over me, Miss Yvonne.
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
because she had mistletoe on her hair.
Oh yeah, he
I
wants to
was
kiss that
talking about
mistletoe.
It's like,
how she
oh
was
my
gonna get all the
gosh.
kisses, and then the floor wanted
in
to
a
make out
very
with her.
creepy way.
It-
It's
it-
like,
it
come
was
over
very
here.
creepy.
That- I
And
think-
Pee-wee's like,
I-
before you
I-
make
I-
out with
I-
my entire crew.
That's like the funniest line of the movie.
I feel like in the era of Me Too, you could not do that anymore.
She's asking for it. She's sex positive.
Well, you know what's funny? If you actually watch the show,
she's a horny old lady.
Dude, yeah, man. Like every single
Trying to
episode.
fuck everyone.
Seriously,
my
like
gosh.
I remember in one
Dog chair didn't say a goddamn word in this movie.
Dog Chair didn't do anything. I remember on one episode,
He would have licked her pussy.
Whoa.
He sit on dog chair. That's what he does. He's a dog.
he pants. He doesn't even talk. He just goes,
Miss Yvonne.
That's what the floor was doing. That's what the floor was doing.
Come sit on the floor.
I feel like you'd rather
sit on
get
my
it from the
face,
dog
Miss
chair,
Yvonne.
though. You'd much rather get it from the dog chair.
there was like one
Put some peanut butter on your.
Oh my god.
no.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus, this guy. Anywho. All right. Anywho, so 9 out of 10 fruitcakes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I say 9 out of 10.
All right.
What special
cool.
guest would you want to see?
Oh man. I'm trying to think.
You know, just the one fruitcake guest.
One fruitcake guest. Maybe like, well, because I like him now, but I was gonna say like
didn't
Jeff.
like him back then?
like a Jeff Goldblum, like someone kind of kooky,
He's like, just
or
did The
Howie
Fly.
Mandel,
Ooh,
like
Howie
someone,
Mandel. That's true.
like someone equally
That
as
is a-
kooky.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I would have liked to see them like play off of each other. So
Yep.
like a Howie Mandel would have been really fun to me.
Cool.
Dane Train.
Oh man. Okay. I gotta give this a 10 out of 10 fruitcakes.
Oh,
yeah. Because I love
Perfect.
fruitcakes. I like to eat fruit. I'll eat all 10
Oh, yeah.
fruitcakes. And I grew up watching this all my life. So to me it's rose tinted glasses. And if I could have any other celebrity, I don't know, probably like Andrew Dice Clay.
Whoa.
Popping in.
That's a good one.
Originally I was gonna say like Steve Urkel, but I was like, no, he didn't come
He was
big
a
until
90s,
90s,
yeah.
right? So and Family Matters didn't start until 89.
Yeah.
So I was like, who else? And when you said you minded me of thinking of like a comedian. At first I was gonna say maybe Sam Kinison. I was like, fuck no, Andrew Dice Clay. I wish he was in this. So he would have been great.
Yeah.
You know?
That is true. I would
He
like
would have
that.
said, fucking fruitcake. That's what I think. You fucking fruitcake there, Pee-wee. Oh. So he'd be like
Smoking in
smoking, you know?
Setting off Mr. Fire Alarm.
Miss Annette would have been really. Miss Yvonne would have been
It would've
super excited.
Hey,
God.
hey, Miss Yvonne, come over here now.
got some
I'm over here
mistletoe.
now. Oh.
He's holding mistletoe over his crotch.
He'd have his Dice Rules jacket on, you know?
Oh my gosh. The dice man.
Oh, that would have been great. I would love to have seen Pee Wee Herman interact with Andrew Dice Clay.
you
that
always
probably
match made in
happened
heaven.
just in a like a bar somewhere.
Oh,
I'm sure
God.
that
Well,
happened.
you know, the funny thing is, like, if you go online and you look at old photos of Pee Wee Herman from the 80s,
Yeah.
there's tons of pictures
He's
of
with
him.
everyone.
He's with Mr. T, Hulk Hogan,
Oh, yeah.
Elvira,
Everyone.
fucking everybody
Yeah, you
that was
name
big
it.
in the 80s.
But he was big with a lot of those folks because a lot of them were comedians.
Yeah,
and,
or they
like,
were from the
they started
Groundlings and stuff,
Groundlings,
right?
yeah.
So, yeah.
And he was huge. That's why he's like back with this special where it's like $580 a ticket. Like
Yeah.
people will pay
Whoa,
and it'll
boy.
be sold out.
You know, it's really funny because obviously when the scandal happened and all that, and he fucking like disappeared forever.
Mm-hmm.
And then here we are like 30 years later and he's big again. It's like,
Because it's like, who cares? Like
right.
the biggest thing that was so
You want someone to
silly.
not jerk off in a porn
But
theater?
he was in a porn. It wasn't like they were like, and at Walgreens on the fruit section,
Right,
yeah.
Paul Rubens was just going to town. It's like, no, that's what you're supposed to do in the theater
Yeah.
like that. Why
And
is this
Pee-wee's
weird?
Playhouse was already canceled at that time.
Yeah,
so.
who cares? I don't.
Yeah,
Paul Rubens, you do whatever you want. If you,
I jerk off in every theater I go to. What's the big deal?
Just do it. We're behind you.
Yeah, he went to go see
Hopefully
Mystery
not if
Men
I'm
and
jerking
jerked off during that.
I support him as well.
See,
Yeah, that
we're
was
with
the
you.
stupidest controversy.
Yeah.
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 So, all right. So, T-Man, here we go.
I also give Pee Wee's Playhouse Christmas Special 10
Oh,
because I also grew up watching this. I mean, fucking Pee Wee's Playhouse was like my favorite show. It's you can't beat it. It's
Yeah.
great. It's just fucking hilarious.
what guests would you have wanted to see?
John Lovitz for sure.
In a devil costume?
Yeah. Yeah, if he did the Hanukkah portion of this too. If he was here for the
that would
He would
be
go,
great.
Dweidel, Dweidel.
If
It's like the
Hanukkah
critic.
Harry came in.
Hanukkah
Yeah.
Harry.
Yeah, or like Dana Carvey or something like
Yeah,
that. I think
yeah.
Dana Carvey would
yeah.
do really good. But yeah, no, it's perfect.
Yeah, totally agree.
Aw.
Wow.
All right, so
I'm ready for Christmas now.
yeah, everybody's ready for Christmas.
Yay!
All right.
And I want everything. I want 2 giant stockings, and I'm not giving it back.
And a doll that squirts ooey gooey goopy stuff.
Yeah.
So it's so great to have everybody here in person.
Except for Kev Bob.
Except,
Sorry,
unfortunately,
Kev
guys,
Bob.
Kev Bob, he's homesick today, unfortunately.
We get better soon,
better,
Kev
Kev
Bob.
Bob.
We miss
But
you.
we have this lovely back to the beach Christmas gift
That's
to give
right.
to him soon.
From Santa
So
himself.
hopefully he'll get better and we can all get together.
And then he'll watch Dorf Goes Fishing and get sick immediately.
Oh, man. So, yeah, this was great. I hope everybody has a great holiday season. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy Hanukkah. Happy, what else is there? Kwanzaa. Happy Festivus. Whatever the fuck else is out there.
And Happy New Year.
New Year. All righty. Thank you again for listening to the VHS Bandits. And thank you to all of our Patreons out there who have been supporting us. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much.
And here's just so you know, the patrons at Patreon all get a bonus episode of the VHS Bandits. They already got it. And this month's was Hot Dog the Movie.
Yeah.
So if you need more VHS Bandits in your life, go on over to patreon.com/VHS Bandits and get yourself a little Christmas present of an extra episode every month.
And we were talking about this the other day where we're thinking about maybe having themed months for 2020 for what movies that we watch. And we were thinking about maybe having our patrons sort of steer the ship and say like, hey, yeah, what month's going to be what?
Themed.
So please, if you're a patron, please join in on that and steer the ship of where you want the show to go in terms of what we're going to watch each month.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right. Good stuff. All right, everybody. Merry Christmas from the VHS Bandits.
Merry Christmas.
And,
Merry Christmas.
be kind and rewind.